As the province keeps moving forward in its COVID-19 vaccination plan, we're getting confirmation tonight that restaurant workers will be part of phase 2. The provincial government had previously said that those who couldn't work from home would be vaccinated in the second phase, and now we know that will include those who work in restaurants. And that latest update being confirmed by Richard Southern, 680's Richard Southern, who joins us now. Happy Monday, Richard.
Happy Monday. Should mention phase 2 starts on April 1, but they're going to start that phase, Erica, with those who have pre-existing health conditions. These essential workers who cannot work from home, which we now know includes restaurant workers, that may not start until June. So those restaurant workers may have to wait a while. Another big story we're watching here today, Erica, is one regarding railways. CP Rail spending $25 billion to buy U.S. Railway Kansas City Southern. Now, you may think to yourself, railways, are they still a big thing? Well, a lot of what we buy actually rides on a railway. It's so important still for transporting goods and transporting oil. And that's why this deal is really interesting. This will now be the first company, CP Rail will be the first company to have a wholly owned railway that spans Canada, the United States, and Mexico. So that's going to give them a lot of flexibility to transport goods and to transport oil. Remember, U.S. President Biden canceled that Keystone pipeline that would have taken oil by a pipeline from Canada down to the U.S. Maybe now they can put it on a train instead, Erica.
All right, and it's been a rough past year for coffee shops, but the head of Starbucks says there's something that will eventually draw people back into the company's stores, Richard.
Yeah, he says what he calls the great human reconnection he thinks will bring people back into Starbucks stores. As you say, it's been a rough ride for Starbucks and for other coffee shops because, you know, fewer people are going out to work in the morning and therefore fewer people are buying a coffee. You also can't, linger and write your novel on your laptop or read your book while you sip your latte. So all that has hurt coffee companies. But CEO of Starbucks says he believes that as people get vaccinated, they're going to yearn for that experience again, and he thinks that's going to bring them back in. At the same time, though, we know Starbucks has closed a lot of stores here in Toronto, and they are focusing more on drive-through and pickup and all that sort of stuff as well.
All right, and finally, it is tax season here in Canada, and the Revenue Agency is keeping a close eye on those making money in a very particular and public way.
Social media influencers. You're working on that, Erica. You have a great Instagram account.
Yeah, please follow me on Instagram. I wouldn't call myself an influencer, though.
Yeah, I don't think you're making any dough off those cute pictures of your dog. But if you ever do, you got to make sure to disclose it because the Canada Revenue Agency is reportedly keeping an eye out for these social media influencers. What apparently they're going to do, according to the Financial Post, is the CRA is going to look at social media accounts of these influencers to see if they have any undisclosed income. Like if you're posing next to a Mercedes in your driveway, but you're only declaring, $30,000 a year, well, the CRA may come calling. They're also reportedly using 2 software tools to track cryptocurrency, which is a common payment as far as how those influencers get paid, Erica.